Dragon Ball Super episode 61 is now officially in the history books, and today, guys, we're going to go on ahead and dive into the official prediction video to see what exactly people have to say in terms of going into the next episode of Dragon Ball Super episode 62. Now, bear in mind, guys, this video will contain massive amounts of spoilers, so in case you guys have not watched Dragon Ball Super episode 61, I highly recommend for you guys to do so, in which case it was an amazing episode, I think, from start to finish, especially with the utilization of Goku Black. Now, the only reason why I say the utilization of Goku Black is now we have Goku Black, who simply made easy pickings of both Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks in this episode. Entirely in this entire arc, we saw Black stab not only Vegeta, but Goku, and he blew a hole in Trunks' body, in which case, as of right now, this makes Black out to be one of the most dangerous opponents in Dragon Ball Super so far. But it's not just his tenacity, it's the way he functions, it's his mentality. Every single time he took damage from Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, he embraced that because he used that to essentially get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, going into Dragon Ball Super episode 62, our boy Future Trunks is not being dogged out in this episode, or at least in this entire arc so far. Yes, Trunks has gotten the short end of the stick so far, but even with that being said, Trunks has not given up on the battle yet. We do understand that in Dragon Ball Super's episode 63 to 65, Black will inflict critical damage to, just temporarily injure Trunks badly, almost to the brink of death. So, we do understand that despite the new powers that Trunks has, it won't be enough. It just simply won't be enough, especially with the fusion that's coming after with Black and Zamasu. I'm getting chills right now just talking about that, because in this episode, Black and Zamasu legitimately fought as a cohesive unit, something Goku and Vegeta ought to have been doing from the get-go, but we see how Black just really does not care about anyone. He stabs Goku, he stabs Vegeta, he blows a hole in Trunks' body. He seriously just does not care. So I'm predicting that in Dragon Ball Super episode 62, obviously enough, Goku's gonna go back into the past with Vegeta to see if he can find some answers as to defeating Zamasu and Black, because Goku even said it himself that the utilization of Zamasu and Black as of right now is too much for even him to handle. The way they're fighting, their capabilities is just too much. So Goku's gonna go on ahead and go back into the past to see if he can find any answers. That way he can go back in the future and finally defeat these guys, in which case we do understand that Goku will be attempting to learn the Mafuba technique, the evil containment wave that Master Roshi used against Evil Piccolo in the original Dragon Ball series. Now, if you guys remember, Roshi failed against Evil Piccolo. Roshi failed in sealing away Evil Piccolo, but that's not the case here. We know that Piccolo is going to be asking and telling Goku about the Mafuba, so the question is, even if Goku learns about the Mafuba technique, will that be enough? Will that evil containment wave be enough to permanently seal away Zamasu and Goku Black? Now, I think that in Dragon Ball Super episode 62, with Trunks' new superpowers, it makes more sense now than ever to have Goku and Vegeta leave and leave Trunks behind, because Trunks will be insisting in staying behind to try to fend off his timeline to see if he can get rid of these two, while Goku and Vegeta bide some time for him to do that while they go on ahead and get some answers. So, with that being said, how strong is Trunks going to be? I think we can all agree here that yes, at this point, Trunks is not a full-blown Super Saiyan Blue, but I think we can all agree that similar to Lord Slug, Trunks is a false Super Saiyan God, very similar to when Goku became a false Super Saiyan when he fought Lord Slug. So, the reason why I say that is because Trunks' aura, his eyes are gone. It's like he's like the son of Broly now. Just joke right there, guys. Don't take that serious. Because a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, it's the son of Broly. But now Trunks has a kind of like different hair. His aura is just pumping out of his body. He has yellow aura. He has blue aura, like just surrounding his body. It's really intense stuff. So now we get to see Trunks unleash this angry superpower, in which case he's going to be using against Black and Zamasu. But even with that being said, he will not go very far. And the reason why he will not go very far is because Black and Zamasu have managed to work as such a deadly pair that despite what anyone does to them, it's just merely going to affect them. Of course, it's quite unknown as to how strong Trunks is going to be, but Black even said it himself in this episode, the Saiyan bodies are a blessing from, the gods, because, he just continuously grows stronger. Like, this guy is growing at a freakish level. Like this, we haven't seen something like this in a long ass time. Even comparing Black's improvement to Hit, it seems as if Black is improving far more than even Hit was, because we saw how Black was able to fend off Vegeta with just by moving like real sluggish. Like Black didn't really care about anyone. So that's what makes him a dangerous villain, because Zamasu was completely dismissed during this episode because Black was doing all the trash talking. So I think that next week's episode, Goku and Vegeta are going to go back and they're going to ask Piccolo, they're going to ask people for help, in which case you have to ask yourself, what is Beerus and Whis going to do? Now what I mean by that is, as of right now, Beerus and Whis are just chilling. They're waiting for everyone to get back to hear the result of, is Zamasu dead or not? So I truly wonder how Beerus and Whis are going to take it to when they hear that, no, Zamasu is not dead. He is alive, and they are both stronger than ever. Just think about that for a second. Beerus is not going to take that very lightly. It's not like his reputation is not on the line, because it is. He told everyone that Zamasu is dead, so imagine if Beerus looks like a liar. That does not look good on Black and Zamasu's resume, but you know what? You know what? Who cares? Who cares? Because Black and Zamasu are gonna fuse, and then when they fuse, only God knows how strong they will be, adapting Black's powers with the immortality of Zamasu. So as of right now, it strikes me as a little, intriguing to see how Beerus is gonna take the news of Zamasu being alive, because Beerus already pointed out that if a god kills another god, they should not exist in any other timeline, but that doesn't seem to be the case here, because Black pointed out that with the time rings, that doesn't even, equate to what's going to happen, because that has no effect as to what happens in the past or in the future, so as long as you have the time ring, because you can ultimately enough just travel throughout time and keep changing things. So the question is Beerus and Whis going to go into the future to observe the actions of Black and Zamasu? Who knows? But as of right now, Trunks is going to be the highlight of next week's episode. I do think that Trunks is going to do a great job up until the very end. Now, up until the very end, I think that Trunks is going to be completely worn out. I think that Trunks is going to get beaten down and possibly going to be on the brink of death, because keep in mind, despite what kind of power Trunks has, he's not used to this. He doesn't know the capabilities and techniques and the truth, depth, and power of a Super Saiyan Blue. He doesn't understand what it is to be a Super Saiyan God. So this is all relatively new for Trunks, but you have to give him a lot of respect for even attempting to stand back up after having a massive bagel-sized hole being blown through your chest. Trunks does not care. He is fighting for the sake of peace, for the sake of protection, for the sake of destroying evil, and right now he reached a new form, and that form, I think, will be ultimately put down by Black. If anything, I mean, Zamasu can take the hits. Despite what Trunks does, Zamasu will take the hits. It's not like he won't take the hits, because he will, but even if Zamasu takes all the hits, the person that I think will be dishing out the hits will be Black, because in the translations, it was stated that Black is going to be the one to critically injure Trunks and not Zamasu. So Goku Black is going to be the one to injure Trunks up until Goku and Vegeta return. But even after they return, then what? You get what I'm saying? I mean, having to fight Zamasu and having to fight Black, I mean, as of right now, they are on a completely different caliber, especially when it comes to working together. So I think that in next week's episode, Black and Zamasu, either A, Black and Zamasu have improved so much that they are ahead of Trunks' new superpower, but they're only keeping him around just to, be active enough until Goku and Vegeta arrive, or B, Trunks really is that strong and he is going to put the beats on Black and Zamasu, in which case that's what I do predict is going to happen. I think during the early episode, the early portion of the episode, Trunks is going to have the upper hand until I think that the tides are going to turn on Trunks. And despite how strong he is, in which case I want to ask you guys down below, how strong do you guys believe this new Super Trunks is? Because judging based on how he stood up, judging based on how his demeanor was, he's very angry. It reminded me a lot of when future Gohan died, when the androids killed him and he just erupted in rage. And it reminded me of Teen Gohan when he was, fighting Cell and Android 16 got crushed. These are the moments that count the most. This is pretty much Akira Toriyama, Toyotaro, Toei Animation paying homage to the fans. Just giving us fusion, because in a couple of episodes, Zamasu and Black are going to fuse. We've been getting future Trunks returning. We've been getting him using the super form against his dad when they fought. Now, here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure, because remember, keep in mind, Trunks had never received the proper training to become a Super Saiyan Blue. So people might say, well, you know, what's going to happen with Trunks? Is he going to be a Super Saiyan Blue? Like, what's the outcome going to be? We can't really say for sure that he's going to become a definite Super Saiyan Blue, because keep in mind, guys, Goku and Vegeta have been training for months, for years to become, you know, as strong as they are now. So Trunks has not received that level of training, in which case I do not think that Trunks will become a Super Saiyan Blue, nor do I think you guys ought to believe that either, because as of right now, he is not going to be the main focus, especially when Goku and Vegeta return. Now, what about Vegeta when he returns? Because we do know that we're going to have an episode titled Vegeta's Fierce Battle, which is episode 63. So episode 62, I think, Trunks is going to have the upper hand. He's going to be tossing Black around. But I think that as much damage as Trunks inflicts to Black, keep in mind, Black is going to grow. He's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's no way you can penetrate that, because how do you fight off an enemy who just wants you to inflict pain? That way he can just make his own gains and gradually improve. So I think that down the line, they ought to really create a strategy to where they either fuse or Beerus gets involved. But I mean, again, we haven't really seen anybody take any Senzu Beans yet, so maybe I do believe that in the next episode, Bulma and Mai might come to the aid of Goku and just give him some Senzu Beans, while Trunks tells him, listen, go back into the past, get Beerus, get whatever you need to do, like do whatever it is you need to do to make things right while I'll hold him off. And I think we can all agree that this will not work in Trunks' favor. But how strong do you guys think Trunks truly is as of right now? Because it's kind of hard to really say, because we can't really say he's as strong as a Super Saiyan Blue. Obviously enough, he does resemble a false Super Saiyan. But I want to know down below, guys, and I want to know your overall thoughts on the fusion between Black and Zamasu, because they're also going to be on a completely different caliber as well, way stronger than they are now. So what will be needed? What do you guys think needs to be done in order to prevent that from happening, in order to prevent Zamasu and Black and their fusion from destroying everything? I mean, what's the solution here? What do you guys believe is the solution? And what are your overall thoughts going into the next episode? I mean, it also kind of sucks, because I hate to bring this up, I really do, but where's Gohan? I mean, even in the next episode, if they show Goku and Vegeta showing up and Gohan just so happens to be there talking to Piccolo and everyone else, you know, it'll be really cool to see, you know, Gohan look at his dad and be like, Dad, what's been going on? Like, are you alright? And Goku's like, listen, man, no time to explain. You're in no position to be, you know, fighting or whatever. Just let me handle this. So, again, it would have been really awesome to see, like, Gohan be a part of this, because thus far, this guy has been kicking the can this entire time. Just think about it, guys. 62 episodes. 62 episodes, and Gohan hasn't done a single damn thing. That is a crime. That is a shame. But what more can we do? In replacement to Gohan, we have Trunks, and we can see how awesome that is, because his new superpower has been revealed. I think after Black inflicts critical damage, I think Trunks will be taken away from the fight up until probably the very end, where he probably makes an attempt to save someone, or he attempts to, you know, cause a distraction. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as to what's going to happen in next week's episode. Thank you all for watching, guys. As always, if you guys are fans of this channel, don't forget to subscribe for lots of awesome daily content, guys. If you guys cannot wait for Dragon Ball Super episode 62, finger that like button as hard as you possibly can, guys, and just let me know your overall thoughts on the next episode. I'm really curious to know. Thank you all for watching. As always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. We're all going to be ranting and raving and raging about everything that's supposed to be coming in Dragon Ball Super episode 62. Take it easy, guys. Peace.